Alrighty, BoobTube's another one of Keeps Creeps. So, I've been striving to try and find out the real mechanics behind whether Biden is going to run, can get removed, etc., etc., etc. And a lot of people, because the headlines are saying so, has been just going, no, he's running, because all the headlines are saying it's definitely Biden and Trump. Well, it's definitely the Republicans versus the Democrats, but the Democratic Party, apparently, now, I found out, does have the apparatus to remove him if needs be, if he doesn't step down. Now, here's the way it would go. They would threaten him with removing him, which would lead him to stepping down, because he doesn't lose face stepping down. They create a health condition or something, and I've heard them talking about arthritis or something. That's why he walks like an old man, because he is an old man and he's got arthritis. You can't really hold that against somebody. But nowadays, especially, politics is all fur coat and absolutely no knickers at all. And to project strength, you need to look strong to an extent. You know what I mean? George Bush, when his heyday, was fucking bobbing and weaving, dodging fucking Jesus sandals in Iraq. You get Biden. Anyway, I digress. Let's have a wee listen. And I'm not saying I'm a clairvoyant, but I am.
Definitely going to be Trump versus Biden at the next election. In a way, it's been such a busy news day here. We haven't led on it, but we know now.
Yeah, I know.
Got the nomination. I will be back.
I mean, it's a world-shattering event. But I think we've all known that it was, for quite a long time it was going to happen. Right from the moment Trump entered the race, his appeal and his support has been building up. But today, when I heard this, I thought, my God, what does the future of the world come to now? What are we looking forward to? I still think...
Well, like, we've got a president that's set for what's going to happen when ex-President Trump becomes new President Trump. And that president would be him become president the first time. Nothing really is going to fucking change. Apart from I'm going to be that much more entertained with the shit and the meltdown from the mainstream media. The old TV media groups, because they've lost the monopoly on the narrative that they used to have with the explosion of the interwebs. And it's funny to see, just go and watch BBC. Everybody's got a podcast like Joe Rogan, like set up now. When you've got a fucking TV studio there, you fool, man, fucking use that, you donut. But it's all about appearing to be, I'm the man sitting here behind the microphone.
I think Stephen knows better about this than me. There's a big chance that Biden may be forced to step down before natural election, now that Trump has been confirmed.
Definitely.
I agree with that, but I don't know, Steve, and maybe you know what happens then. Who then is the alternative? Because they can't rerun the Democratic race.
And they can't have the Vice President.
They can't have the Vice President because Vice President is hopeless. So what happens?
Here's an interesting thing. In the United States Constitution, this is very much baked in. You can actually have 5 members at State Department level can actually certify that a president is unfit for duty.
Right.
Well, that's actually in 1776. As before you said, I wasn't there. They did actually Madison and they actually baked this into the Constitution. It's in there. It's a safety feature. Now, obviously, it could be somebody like the Governor of California. It could be somebody like Elizabeth Warren. There's plenty of people coming forward. The dream ticket, I think, would be Mrs. Obama, Michelle Obama.
Yeah, but she's put a statement saying.
Ding, ding, ding. There we go, motherfuckers. Right, and how long? So this is still a possibility. Although, right, I got 15s on her being president, and I got 5s on her being the Democratic nominee. If you look at the scores on the doors just now, still 5s on her being the Democratic nominee. But her being the next president, she's still third favourite. Oh, she's low. I got her odds are. Oh, you can't see that. Her odds are lower than I got them. So they're moving in the right direction, baby. And as that dude said, there's been times in the past, I think in the 18th century, he would say, long ago, they baked it into the Constitution that 5 mofos, senators, I think he said, don't quote me on that, can speak up and say you're unfit for purpose. You get shown the exit. So if there's 5 people willing to do that, it will get said in the party, and Biden will either have to get flung out or step down. I'm assuming he will take the step down thing. The party will want as less damage as possible, so they'll create or point at health conditions, will step down, and then Super Obama will be back on top. And just think of the wave. Think of the wave. And the wave and the surge of support on the back of just her being Obama, and all the demographics that will fucking give energy to, away from Mr. Magoo. Energy to, away from Mr. Magoo, aka Biden. That wave, they could possibly ride that wave, because there's talk about it happening in the summer, or that guy said any time now that Trump's been confirmed. They could ride that wave all the way through to the election towards the end of the year. Easy peasy. And listen, politics is cutthroat. So they're looking at the numbers, they're running the numbers. They know Biden won't win against Trump. Imagine them two on a stage with each other, man. It would be embarrassing. I would argue it'd be funny as fuck. Hold on, Biden had 100 memory lapses in damning interview. Can you not see the writings on the wall, man? The writings on the wall. The writings on the wall. They're gonna kick Biden out, 'cause he's an old cunt, can't remember fuck all. Nobody comes to see him, they stand and gaze at all. They remember Joe Biden trying to walk up fucking stairs. Anywho, there you go. So, Michelle Obama for the White House, motherfuckers. I'm a clairvoyant.
She's not going to do it under any circumstances.
Listen, every politician denies doing everything until they do it.
But people watching this program will think, God, we've got an issue with Rishi Sunak. He didn't even get endorsed by Tory MPs. The President of the United States isn't elected by anybody?
Well, hang on a second. It'll wait till the Democratic convention. I mean, the point is they both got it because they got the largest number of electoral college votes. However, there has to be an actual convention at which the people... That's when Hawaii says yes, or, Puerto Rico...
But there wouldn't be a case of these 5 people getting together and telling Biden, you're out. It would be behind the scenes convincing Biden that for the good of the country and the Democratic Party, he must move aside, and he does it voluntarily.
What I keep hoping that the First Lady, who clearly loves her husband, will say to him, darling...
I totally agree.
It's over.
I totally agree.
They always say that the reason Mrs Thatcher decided to stand down in the end, rather than face Heseltine in the second vote, was because Dennis Thatcher, she always said... enough.
Yes.
And she said OK, and she listened to her.
It's all over, darling. I'm afraid.
In Conservative politics, they talk about the men in the grey suits.
They do.
In Labour Party, we talk about the men in the grey boiler suits, but...
I don't follow the news agenda. I set the news agenda. I'll need to date that bet.
The idea is that you come in and say, I'm sorry, into the library, glass of whiskey and a revolver.
But it's going to be somebody like the First Lady to tell him to stop.
It will. I mean, this is endless conjecture. This is sort of, we don't even have to talk about photoshopping. We can actually move on to the real world.
But there's endless speculation already that the First Lady does have a huge influence on government policy. And even she can't get Biden to get his facts right when he's making a speech. You know what I mean?
Biden's clearly not making
He made a good State of the Union speech 2 days ago.
Right, gentlemen. Right, we've got to move on. So thank you for that. Still to come this morning, Lee Anderson, of course, defected to...
So, I'm not saying I'm clairvoyant, but I am. I need to try and date my bets there. There's a way I've done it in the past, but I need to go through my account and all that shit. It's not as easy. I think you can do it easier on the app. But Michelle Obama is still in play, motherfuckers. And she could earn me a bit of coin. Either if she just becomes the Democratic nominee, which we heard by the qualified talking heads. I mean, that guy is old. He knows this shit. Get it, got it, good. Cat cheese, no cats or cheese. Maybe only old men with pipes and slippers were harmed in this film.
Cips, clips.
And remember, citizens, always subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. And $19.95 plus shipping and handling will keep you out of hell.